And we are live. Yes, your focus is 100% gone. Victor's a little smarter than that when he's hunting somebody. Right. What's up, everybody? It is a Wednesday, and finally, we've managed to pin Cam down and get him in the DM seat. And he is ready, whether he likes it or not. Should be able to hear everybody now. Not that anyone's really talking at that moment. But yeah, so we've finally been able to pin Cam down and get him into the DM seat and start the WIldmount DarkStar mini adventure. So we're gonna, without any further ado, we're gonna turn over to Cam. And Cam, you can do your thing, and we'll get started.
Cool. Sweet. Fantastic. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone, to today's first session of the DarkStar campaign, set in WIldmount. Currently, you are all in Rothold, which is along the Blight Shore. The Blight Shore, still a devastated barren wasteland with vicious beasts walking around. Remnants of arcane magic left over from the calamity, the war between the betrayers and the gods. Where we start is right as you board a ship called the Harbinger. As you look over, and as you start to walk up to the plank, I actually probably should describe the ship first. Wouldn't that help? Okay.
Go for it.
So, that probably might help. As you're walking up to the plate, the Harbinger is 110 foot long, 20 foot wide, deep rose mahogany ship with 3 decks. The sails, it has 3 80-foot tall masts to catch the winds and oars on the lower deck for rowing, just to get out of port as well. The sails are faded black with tattered ends. 3 stripes run through each sail. Red stripes. The naval ram at the front of the ship that you can see is that of a sea hag, metallic in color with its arms and claws crossed over the front of its chest. A ghastly face with sharp jagged teeth and white eyes, with an almost wet, straggly hair look. As you climb aboard the ramp onto the main deck, you're greeted by none other than what appears to be a pirate. He's roughly about 50, 60. He's gruff, grey hair and a beard. He's got a patch over his right eye. This also has a red cross pattern over the patch. He has a leathery face and a gold tooth, a gold front tooth. He's medium build with broad shoulders, stands about 5'6". As you all approach and enter on, he goes, "Greetings, my name is Captain Did-I Lucy." And he gives you a bit of a bow. Accompanying you all is a small militia of dark, hooded drows. One of them stands out above the rest of the crowd, and that's a tiefling. Chained in armor, enamored in red. Evil, would you like to describe your character?
Not a problem. Victor he's just under 6 feet, broad-shouldered, as I said, red tiefling, dark curled goat horns at either side of his head, pointed ears, dark goatee. What stands out probably the most about him is his fiery orangey yellow eyes, which is a little unusual even for a red tiefling to have that particular eye colour. A very intense looking gentleman, not smiling at all. In fact, probably looking out around him, sort of scoping the area, just to see what's around and who's around him, make sure that everything's going the way it should be going. Very militaristic in nature, you would say.
And you see exactly that. You see a good about 20 deckhands running around. They're untying different bits of rope, setting down sails, getting things ready in preparation. But this old pirate, the captain, Lucy, he sees your military gaze looking around, and he walks up to the group that is accompanying you, which are the drow. And then he leans in ever so gently and says, "If I'm not mistaken, you've got a little bit of a captive. Is that correct?"
Yes.
Do I hear this conversation?
You definitely do. You currently. And as you all turn around, Trashy, would you like to describe what they see as you're struggling, hand-bound and gagged, held tightly by a medium, heavy armored set drow?
Well, halfling, of course. The short things, yeah. Hooded top, I guess. Leather armor, pants. Likes to keep a low profile and quiet. So, but not on this occasion. Damn it.
A bit of a lively one, ain't you? That's all right. I'll tell you what, if you know what's best for you, you keep your mouth shut. Yeah?
And it'd be at this point that Victor would turn and nod to the drow that's holding him. And the drow would probably give him a backhand just for good measure.
And that definitely does. You feel a massive thump on the back of your head as an elbow just strikes you. He then leans over Captain Lucy, and you see a much taller, somewhat different drow apart from the majority of the group. This drow is skin white, which is very uncommon. He's enamored in a dark green, battle-weathered armor over the top of his cloak. He hasn't said much. He stands just right next to this little halfling. He puts his hand up to the drow that just hit you, Nessa. I just need to have a look at your name. Had to pick a weird name. Yeah, Nessa. This drow steps forward, the skin white dark elf, and he hands a decent sized bag of coins to the captain. And leans in and says, "If you wouldn't mind, please, I would prefer not to stay around here for too long. If we may draw unwanted attention. Take this prisoner, take it downstairs, lock him away. Do not untie him, do not ungag him, do not give him any freedom whatsoever. He is a traitor." Captain turns around, takes the coins, gives a bit of a nod. He goes, "All right, that can be arranged." He does a bit of a whistle, which is kind of weird for him because he's kind of missing a couple of teeth as well. But nonetheless, a somewhat of a whistle comes out. And you just hear him muttering to himself, "Where the bloody hell is that goddamn bloody overgrown bird?" As you can look around, you see off in the distance, hooded and cloaked, almost raven, but not. Almost human, but not. Nock, would you like to describe yourself as you can hear the whistle from Deadeye Lucy calling out to you?
Nook hears the whistle, and she is in her glossy raveny feathers, her black beak, and her wizard's robes, trying desperately to lift some cargo, but failing. And she perks up and goes to the captain and goes, "Greetings, my name is," and makes a knock sound to the captain as she stands there with her beady black eyes.
The captain turns around and goes, "Right, you'll have to excuse her. Look, you see, doesn't really know a lot of words, kind of just repeats herself. Nock, look at me. Yeah? Pay attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, this here," and points to Nessa, the halfling that's tied up. "Take him downstairs. You know where to put him, right next to, a nice, comfortable sort of space. Put him in there, lock the key. Don't untie him, don't ungag him. Are you paying attention? Are you looking at me? Right? Nod once if you got it.
Right. Untie him.
No, do not untie him. Yeah?
Do not.
Great. Fantastic. Take him. You know where to go." At this point, the pale skin elf turns and goes, "Are you sure that this is the right way to? Please, he is very dangerous." No, I assure you, my crew here is nothing but the best. Rest assured, he'll be dealt with appropriately. Knock, off you go. You know where to go. Lowest deck, yeah?
Yeah.
I do not trust that they will get this done properly. I should accompany prisoner.
Look, it's up to you, yeah? I've done this quite a number of times, but if it's going to make you feel better, you can go with him.
And Victor would look towards the white-skinned drow for an approval.
And you just get just a very nonchalant nod of approval.
And Victor would grab Nessa by the scruff of the neck, not politely, not carefully, almost with the intent on hurting him, and shove him forward.
And shove him forward you do. You get shown, and Nock leads you directly down to the rest of the lower parts of the ship, and you head off down there. The rest of the drows break off, and the captain also calls over another crew member to show them to where their quarters would be for the journey. As you're all walking off, the captain goes, "Just to let you know, we won't be stopping a lot. We'll be going until we can't no more. We'll be close to the shore, so if you've got any final words or any final things that you want to do, now's your best time to do it, because once we set sail, I will not stop." Now, is that everyone? Is everyone... Right, okay. Deal with him whatever way you see fit, yeah? And I mean you big red fella.
Name's Victor.
Victor. Captain Lucy, nice to meet you. All right, boys. Raise the plank. Set the sails. Let's go. Time to get off. Before that happens, we see a little bit of... You hear some heavy clang footsteps running up the plank. Before you know it, another member joins just as you're about to head downstairs. This member is not too dissimilar in size to Nock. Not the biggest thing, but definitely a humanoid creature. A goblin, as a fact. Would you like to introduce yourself, Vix, as you've just stepped on board the ship before the plank has been drawn and the flags raised, lowered?
So you would see a 3-foot goblin with a mutton chops and a spiky hairdo down the middle. He's got, what is it? It's light brown, if I remember. He's lightly brown, tan skin type deal. About 20 years old. He's black hair. Very, very bright yellow eyes. The full retinas with just a little slit of black. And yeah, it would be also pretty covered with a cloak at the same time, holding up the papers, going, I bought them. Here they are.
With the amount of rush, you see just with the papers that you're holding up, small militia of drow immediately draw their swords and stop and point you dead in its tracks before you can move an inch closer towards on top of the ship. The captain, seeing with the amount of swords pointed there, just says, "All right, everybody calm down. Just take a moment. Yeah, there's no need to be hostile, yeah? Look at him. He's got the papers. Put your swords down. Go on, boys. You'll hurt yourselves." The captain walks over in his peg-legged limp as he comes over to you. "Would you mind if I have a look at it?"
Here you go. And just hands them over and then starts fidgeting around with his belt.
He reads over the papers. Kind of a bit shifty in his one-eyed, looking at you, kind of stares you up and down a bit. Almost as if he's like looking at the paper, trying to see if there's any sort of tampering with or whatnot. The drow still, the small militia, have their swords drawn. And there's about 5 of them standing around you. They have lowered it, but they haven't put it away. The captain then leans in a bit closer to you and he goes, "I don't want to seem like I'm being a bit... Well, it's just... I mean, look at you, yeah? What are you doing here at this time? Before dusk with us? What's your purpose? I know you got papers, but you're a bit late, aren't you?"
Well, bastards wouldn't sell me the papers because, everyone's racist against us, goblins. But I think, okay, look, I know I've dealt with it before. This is why I normally run around with the cloak, although they start to think I'm a child. The beard should really take this off. And he grabs the mutton chops and rips the beard off and puts it back into his pocket. What? Haven't you ever seen a size kit?
The drow, seeing this, kind of are a bit taken aghast, and they do put away their swords, and they just go amongst the monsters. You hear one of them step out. It's a bit strangly, and he goes, I do not believe that there is that this one poses any threat. I mean, he's got fake beard. What is there more? It is fine. Do not worry, Captain. If he has papers, it is all right with us." And they walk on off. Captain turned around and goes, "All right, well, if you've got the papers, head on downstairs. Quarters are down there. Just grab one of the crew members. I'll show you where we're going. We're going to go. Tell you what, when we've got supper, when we've got lunch, be on time, because if you're late, you'll get nothing. Just the rules here, yeah?"
Where's the kitchen? I'll just hang out there. Saves time.
Lowest deck.
Right. And that's where we'll go.
And with that, you all head off. The ship lowers its sails, the anchor's pulled up, everyone gets about, and the ship starts and makes its way out of the port of Rothold. Nock and Mr. Victor, as you are heading down towards the lower decks of the boat, you see that much of the interior design, there's not a lot of room here. As you get to the middle level of this boat, you can see that there is a bunch of string-laid hammocks lying around, which you can probably assume that that's where most of the crew members would stay and where you probably would sleep yourselves. As you keep heading on, you see a bunch of different cannons and cannonballs also set into the middle shelf, ready to be stick out at a moment's notice. You head on down to the lower and the lowest part of the decks. Here is where the cargo is. You can see different barrels, some which you can assume might contain some liquids, others, produce that wouldn't spoil too quickly. You see a couple of crew members down there just going about lifting things up and down. Towards the very rear of the boat, you've got 2 sides, which I probably will just drag over here so I can show you. One second. Okay. Okay, I'll just activate this. There we go. That should drag you over, hopefully. If it doesn't, I don't know what's happened.
It's working. Don't stress.
Is it?
It's working.
Okay.
It'll take a little while to load for people.
Nock's going down the hallway and pointing out all the boxes on the way, going, very dangerous. Look at me. Look at me. You paying attention? As she's showing the way.
Victor wouldn't say much. He'd nod kind of quizzically. Just generally paying attention to his surroundings along the way. Sort of seeing any potential hazard or anything that this particular individual, if it got free, would potentially use as a weapon, anything like that.
Immediately as you go down to the boss level, you can see as well to the back side there's a guard at the front wall, a crew member. He sees the tired halfling, he sees the Nock as well, and he goes, "Oh, g'day, Nock. Fancy seeing you here. By the way, just down there, that's the cages where you put them." And he leads to the tiefling and goes, "My goodness gracious, you are very big, aren't you? Look, you're huge. Look at those muscles. Look at the size of... You don't talk much, do you?"
No.
"Oh, okay, right. Well, I'll take it that's your prisoner. All right, well, you can put his equipment immediately to your left there. You'll see a bit of a room. Open the door. There's a chest there. Put it in there. Lock it up tight. I assure you, I'm very
It's
good."
been taken care of. We just need to put prisoner. Edge.
"Right, okay. I'll get out of the way. Just down there. Go on. Right down there. Can't miss it. On your right or your left. Either way. Choose one. Up to you."
And Victor would wait for Nock to choose a door. She knows where things are.
Nock plays eeny, meeny, miny, mo on her fingers and then picks the right one.
Oh shit.
Okay. As you get to the right door and unlock it, you notice that on the inside there are a bunch of chains attached to the walls and shelves. There's a couple of blood splatters as well on the bit of the lower deck, which may or may not be concerning, considering there's no bodies in there whatsoever. It's definitely dried blood, but it doesn't look comfortable, that's for sure.
She ushers him in and goes, "Nice, cozy place."
Perfect.
You can see looking.
Shut it.
You can
You're
see
hurting
looking
my ears.
that there's no windows either. You can't see the outside. You cannot tell in this location whether it is nighttime, daytime. You have absolutely zero idea. You can still, however, hear the gentle lapping of the water.
Just out of curiosity, am I actually chained in there, or do
Not
I have
as
a little...
of yet. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet, but you will soon be. So Victor would push him through the door and into the room, and he would look for a way to restrain him in the room if he could, if there was anything.
And you find a couple of metal cufflinks that are chained to the walls and to the floor as well, both for hands and both for feet. A couple of keys inlined along the wall as well.
So Victor would shackle him and take the keys, place them in a pouch on his belt.
Oh.
I take it as you do that, you also probably take the time to chain this halfling to the floor and the wall. Yeah,
Most definitely. Shackle him down. And while I'm doing that, I'll also just quietly mention to him, do not try to escape. You're on boat. Where are you going to go? They want you alive. Me, not so much. I enjoy chasing after you. More fun catching you. Did not take long to catch you, though. Little slow. And then he'd turn and walk out and close the door behind him. Is there a lock on this door?
There is. Just locked it for you.
Okay, cool.
But you're going to take the keys with you?
I'll take the keys to the shackles with me, yes. And if there's a key for the door, he'd take that as well. Or if Nock has it, he'd talk to Nock in that respect. Whoever has the key.
To the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nock has the key to the door? Yeah.
Nock will just lock the door and wave at the guy that was down there that led us to Topeka room and escort him back up the stairs, Victor.
Great. As you walk your way back up the stairs, Victor, you spot something in the corner of your eye in a massive cage metal shell. I mean, cage metal cage?
Metal cage.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Cage metal shell? Hey, it works.
What you see is a massive shell, though, in the corner of your eyes. It's covered in dark. There's half material covering over this cage as well. And it's quite big, but it doesn't seem as if it's big enough entirely for this giant shell that's on the inside of the cage.
Little bird. What is that?
Does Nock know what it is?
At the moment, it's a shell, and a giant one at that. There's no limbs or anything protruding from the shell. Just seems like a huge shell.
So whereabouts is this cage? Like in the center area of the...
Yeah, just right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Move myself over there so I can see. Yeah, so literally it would turn around and say ask Nock what it is if she knew what it was.
Has Nock seen this on the ship before?
This has been on the ship before. Yeah, absolutely. This has been on the ship the entirety of the time that you've been there.
And have the ship's crew been talking about it?
It has been very hush-hush and has been told not to be spoken about. That is what you know. Yeah.
Nock mimics whispers like...
Victor will give a sideways look to Nock and sort of raise an eyebrow. Never have probably seen a Kenku before, so he wouldn't understand too much about it. A little confused. And then he'd draw his scimitar and poke the shell. just a gentle poke, just to see what it is. To see if it moves.
And does it move?
Was I snoring again? Can I offer either of you a mushroom in this trying time abouts?
And does your voice come from inside the shell, or do you come out of the shell?
He'd come out of the shell rather slowly, and the shell is this mass of mushrooms and moss and all sorts of like really gooey, bubbly looking stuff, and he sort of slowly comes out of the shell, and it's just this faded sort of green, leathery, old turtle. And as he sort of slowly gets to his feet, you see that his clothes are, they look like they've been discarded probably more than once by someone else, and he's just picked them up and for modesty's sake, like pop some clothes on.
Out of pure reaction, seeing movement coming from the shell, even though it is slowly, Victor would raise his scimitar out in front in a defensive sort of position, and then initially then relax it. It's sort of seeing that it's a kind of a person.
Nock will say, go ahead.
Wait, you go ahead.
She'll say, put down your swords, go on, boys, you'll hurt yourselves.
I will say, Victor, you well, actually, just give me a quick little history check. Just
History check?
Yeah.
Too easy.
Holy shit.
23.
Okay. So with the 23, you know exactly what this creature is that you're staring at. And you know exactly that this is none other than a turtle. A very, very rare creature, almost deemed mythical in status. Only found along certain parts of the coast. Nothing here, but he is a long, long way from where he is.
Question. Is there a bounty on a turtle?
they are worth a hell of a lot of money. Yes.
Victor will keep that to himself at this point. He'll put his sword away and just give him a sort of look. He's in a cage, yeah?
Correct.
So he's caged.
Solid ship you've got here. Holes where there should be and less holes where there shouldn't be, which is promising for us. We might actually get where we're going. It's all the amenities in here. You'll be quite impressed.
You're in a cage.
It's a very fine cage. I think you'll agree. Plenty of room.
Pretty
sort
sturdy,
of.
yes.
One of the guards at the end of the boat kind of sees you spending a bit of time at this cage, and he rushes over really quickly and he says, "Oh, I'm very sorry, but you can't really be talking to that. Let's just pretend that this didn't happen, yeah? This creature isn't here. Just for your best. It's for your own safety, I assure you."
Victor would just shoot him a look as if to say, why the fuck are you talking to me?
Right, make an intimidation for that one.
Intimidation. Nope. 4. Not very intimidating.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of dark. He's not really sure, where you're looking. He doesn't have dark vision down there as well. He kind of sees what's going on. And he just kind of pulls the sheet. This guy kind of pulls the sheet over the cage a bit more. He kind of leans down to you, Mr. Turtle, that doesn't have, no one knows your name yet. And he goes,
Turtle power.
and he goes, "Listen, you, shut up. Yeah, that's our deal. You be quiet. You don't mention that you're here. Okay?"
Yes, the red man is imaginary. Is this what I'm to take from this?
No, you're just get back in your shell.
I'm okay. He sort of slowly retracts.
At this point, Victor would just, he'd start heading back up.
Knock points at her coworker to Victor and goes, "Little slow." In Victor's voice.
Victor would probably chuckle at that. Probably the first time he's cracked, sort of broken a smile partially the whole time he's been here.
Okay, great. And the guard, he just goes back to his regular duties, just lifting barrels and looking over stuff. All the kind of whatever he'd be doing. So you both head upstairs, or just?
I'd head back up to rejoin the drow, and
sweet.
let the pale skinned drow know that the prisoner is secure and all looks relatively okay down there, and give him the 2 keys.
Great, and you do just that. Okay, Mr. Viggs, you found your way to the kitchen. Is there anything that you particularly want to do at this point?
I'd be going through my disguise kit, trying to find a better disguise so people don't keep on looking at me strangely.
Okay. So, one of the crew members kind of comes into lunch and grabs a bit of fish, grabs a bit of plated, some cooked vegetables and stuff like that. He looks over and sees you rummaging through your disguise kit. It kind of gives you a bit of a weird look. Sees the fake mutton chops, has a look at you, and he goes, "That's the strangest thing I've ever seen."
Well, okay. And I grab my hair and I pull that off and go, "How about now?"
Holy shit.
And then eyebrows, pull them off. Yes, I'm completely bald.
Are you sick?
Put that on. No, I'm completely bald. It's just a racial thing. So we all just put hair on to make everyone else think that we got it. But
I've seen your kind before, and I've never seen anyone do that before.
wow, it's kind of handy being able to just do it on. Except when you try to put the beard as the head, just looks wrong. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna take the mutton chops and put it on, and take the beard off and put it on. What do you reckon? Look good? Works? No?
you know what? It looks, you see that this crew member is just completely confused and shocked at the situation. He kind of sits there and backs away slowly, literally slowly out the door, holding a plate of food, and goes, "Looks great. Love what you're doing with yourself. Keep it going. I'm just, I'll be over here. You, all right, goodbye." You know, sort of thing as he walks off.
See ya. Have fun.
With that, the crew is in motion. Now, you have free reign, the crew. As the night progresses and the days go, unfortunately, Nessa, your trip is not quite as fantastic. Your time in this area, Mr. Turtle. I'm not gonna say your name until you tell other people, so I'll just call you Mr. Turtle. You do get food, you do get shelter. Now, the occasional food and water and stuff like that. Is there anything you'd like to do? Anything at all? I mean, it's up to you. Or are you just gonna stay?
He'd probably like, just every now and again he'd try and like grab a mushroom off his back and he'd like just try and slowly like pitch it through the doors of the other areas he can sort of see to try and give people something to chew on.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I will say that as the night progresses, yeah. So on the floor below the main deck, so I don't know, with the middle, whatever you'd call that in a boat. I don't know boat languages. That is your sleeping quarters. And that's what you'd find as well. A lot of the crew, it's about 20, 30 crew on top of the captain, some quartermaster, things like that. But the Drows as well, the small militia, they have a sectioned off area to the back of the main deck. They're quite keeping to themselves. Victor, you would know more than anyone why this would be. And you can see that every now and then one of them walks off, goes downstairs, and goes and checks on you, Nessa. Just to make sure that you're not doing anything weird. And that's kind of that. The ship goes on. And as for that brief introduction, we're now going to fast forward a couple of days, unless anyone else wants to do anything or chat to anyone else.
I think Victor, upon seeing Viggs on a couple of occasions with his weird disguises, I dare say that he's probably gone through a couple during this couple of days, would approach him at one point and why do you hide your face, Goblin?
So people don't recognize me?
Maybe you go to your house. No one give you shit there for being who you are.
Yeah, no one really did, but the little issue with that, it's gone. Now I'm trying to find out where it went.
What do you mean it's gone?
Just that, it's gone. It's not there. Great big crater. Gone. Went out, came back, gone.
Are you sure? Because this is where we are going.
Where?
Your house. To the north.
I thought you said my house.
So, no, the area called your house.
Oh, no.
Where Goblin blend in and fit in. Drow, tiefling.
Yeah, well, I've heard that someone may know where my house has gone. So that's why I'm here now, trying to find out where my house went, not my house.
Right.
Confusing. Language
Really?
barrier, bit weird, eh?
You are a little strange man, but this is good. Like strange.
Yes. Well, yes.
Yes. A good day. And Victor would just sort of shake his head and walk away. Language barrier. Brilliant. Love it.
And with that, your first day's journey comes to an end. A couple of days go past, and now traveling along the strand. It's known to be quite dangerous, and you see quite a number of unique and interesting things. You do happen to notice, however, that random weather seems to come and go. You'd see rolling thunder clouds come in. Lightning bolts would come and go. In a split second, it would change to sheets of ice. And then after that, whirlpools would start to form. But it's almost as if protected by something. This ship that you're on throughout these journeys has not been affected whatsoever as you're traveling through. It's here now that is Yanti there? She gone.
Her computer's doing the weird shit that it does.
God damn.
So,
All right.
I'm here. I'm just.
Okay, great.
I'm working on it.
No, great. As long as you're there. Okay. So you're a couple of days in. You're a couple of miles out to sea. It's some ungodly hour in the morning. Sorry, late at night, early morning. Knock. You make your way downstairs to the lower part of the ship. You know what you've come here to do. There's the end of the rear ship. You see one guard standing there, standing outside the front of this halfling's prison. Not doing much. Almost looks like he's nodding off, in and out of sleep.
All right. I have the key. I will unlock the door to Nesser.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, you're very, very dangerous.
Nice one, Josh.
Are there spare keys on this ship?
Yeah, you would have had a bunch of different keys to open
I
it.
will try to unlock Nesser's chains.
Okay, sweet. As you whip out the chain, you walk over, you manage to unlock the clink of the sound. There's a guard standing just outside the room. He's kind of nodding off. And you hear for a split second just a...
Nock sings a lullaby.
Okay. Make a performance check for me.
I'm using D&D Beyond. I might have to use Foundry. Hang on. Oh. I had my 9.
Okay. And that just had to try to sing a lullaby, but unfortunately, you let out a screech instead. This guy just kind of stands up, kind of looks in, sees you with the key unlocking. And he steps inside and he goes, "What? What the bloody hell are you doing? Don't do that!" And he walks over, goes to rush and stop you from unlocking the key.
Oh, okay. Nock is going to fireball. No. Do I know about does Nock know about the magic on this ship?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Nock's gonna be like, wait. Supper. Upstairs.
What? What do you mean about
And
something?
as he's confused, she's gonna try and punch him in the face.
Okay, great. Give me just look. I won't get you to hit because you've caught him off guard. Just a strength check for me, just to see how.
Yeah,
how
it's
it
gonna be
goes.
horrible. So, ready?
Yep.
Okay, it is a. That's not coming up. 3.
Okay. As you cool your feathered talons back and you go to punch him in the sock, and you manage to, but it kind of doesn't get him in the face. It just kind of hits him in the knee, and it's just like a little tap. He kind of sits there and goes, did you really just attack me right now? He starts to draw a sword as well, and he says, all right, I don't know what's going on. You're going to come with me and see the captain. Give me the keys now.
Nock's gonna give the keys, yeah.
Okay.
I'll think.
He takes the keys with his sword drawn.
Have I already unlocked before I give the keys? Or was I in the midst of unlocking?
You were in the midst of unlocking. Yeah.
Oh, he's still locked.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. No, I'm gonna give him the keys and I'm gonna start walking. Do we walk by the turtle cage?
You definitely do. Yeah. He's got you by the sword in the back and he's stepping you forward as you're walking by the turtle cage with the sword drawn.
And does the turtle cage also have a lock I would be able to have keys to?
It definitely does. You've spent enough time on the ship to gather the necessary tools that you need.
I toss. I can slide a hand roll this if you want.
Yeah,
I would like to slip the key into the turtle's cage.
Sure.
As I pass by. Do you want me to roll that, or you want to just? What do you want me to do?
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
All right.
I will say, Mr. Turtle, you will have noticed that the only person on this ship that through this journey that has treated you with any sort of semblance of relative relative niceties and like just a general being has been Nock, and you can see that this guard is jarring his sword into Nock as he's pushing her forward, and she's tried to toss you something, not effectively. It's plain as sight. This guard then sees you throw the keys, and that's the final straw. As he sees you do that, he just goes, "No, that's it." He goes, "I'm not taking any chances anymore," and he swings and he goes to hit you as well.
As that's happening, I'm going to reach out my turtle hand and cast blindness on the guard.
Okay, great. So you need to do a save for that?
Yeah, Constitution save.
Great, fantastic. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he saved the shit out of that.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay. All right. But the spell still goes off. Is it like an area effect or what happens? Or
Nah, it's
Yeah.
blindness and deafness, yeah. It's
So nothing.
Nothing happens. No.
ooh, yeah, within 30 feet, so yeah, it's just on one person, so he succeeded, so nothing happens.
Okay. Well, with that, I think at this point we're going to get into a first combat because I think initiative has definitely started. So I'll get you guys to roll initiative real quick.
All right.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That is a 5.
Oh, I got a 20 on here for you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it rolled 20 on.
That's
No, it wasn't.
weird.
No, it rolled 5 on initiative. It was 20 for. You rolled it twice.
Did I?
your
I'm
first-
trying to update my Foundry because
Yeah.
my PC's funky.
That's all right. I'm going to go
First
with the
roll was
first one,
20. Yeah, first roll
which
was
is the
20.
20. Nock, you're up. So you've just seen this cast go off. This guy has pulled back to give you a swing. He's not taking any chances anymore.
All right. I am going to go all out and cast Vitriolic Sphere.
Absolutely.
Which I will.
Because I have no idea what that does.
I point at a location within range, which will be him, and a glowing ball of emerald acid streaks out and is going to explode near him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Is that all creatures affected?
Yeah. So how close is he?
To you? Oh, it's right next to the cage because you guys are right next to the cage. Try to slip the key
Can
in.
I cast it right about here so that it gets? Let me do a measurement sphere. This is gonna hurt everyone. No. Can I get it right there?
Yeah,
Do you see on Foundry?
yeah. Look, I'll just say that Bocco's not exactly there. He'll be out of the way. Yeah.
Because I think it just gets the edge where his would be, but I don't know if you want to say that goes in the doors of the or it just hits the hallway walls.
Probably just hits the hallway doors, and probably a little bit goes underneath as well.
And he needs to make a deck save.
Okay, great.
He needs to beat a 13.
Alrighty. And he fails.
All right. He's gonna take.
Go for damage.
Did it roll? 30.
Nasty.
Okay, yeah. Feel free to describe just exactly how you melt the living tissue off of this guard in front of you.
So I try to look like I'm blowing it out my nose, like, ugh, and then it blows this sphere of green gunk way across the hallway, which drips to his feet and up his leg and disintegrates, eats him alive kind of thing.
And Mr. Turtle, as you see that, you just see this seemingly gentle bird just completely and utterly melt this guard away in exactly the same way that they've described. And you watch as this guard withers and screams in pain, almost like a wind helm, as you can just see bits of flesh being stripped to the bone as he collapses in a puddle on the floor.
That fellow has turned into makeshift fertilizer. Well done, my dear.
All the
How loud were his screams by chance if the sleeping quarters is the deck above?
Pretty damn loud.
So, would we hear it?
I was just about to get to you guys, but yeah, absolutely. And a bunch of different crew as well have, yeah. Like, it was loud.
Yeah.
That would have been something that you've been jolted away. Not just you, but also the other drow and the crew members as well on the ship.
Victor would be going right for the prisoner to check his prisoner. 100%.
Would there be a chance of, while they get there, for me to unlock the turtle cage?
Yeah, there is. So let's say you've got to make that's there. So I'll get you guys a reaction. So this is what happened. This noise has happened. Evil and Mr. Viggs, you guys are in the sleeping quarters there. You've just heard this. You've been jolted awake as you just hear this ungodly scream coming from below decks. Matter of fact, a bunch of the crew have, and they've all jumped out of their hammocks and beds and all gathered around the door.
Are the drow in the same sleeping quarters as me?
They are. Oh, they are, yeah.
In Infernal, because I would assume they would understand Infernal as well. Potentially.
Sure. Yeah. At least one of them does, yeah.
Victor would literally just say prisoner and just bolt, pushing past anyone else. If anyone gets in his way, he'd knock them out of the way.
Yeah, sweet. Fantastic. You rush out the door. Real quick, Mr. Viggs, what are you doing?
I'd be putting back my armor straight away. And as I'm putting it on, I'll be walking down towards the commotion because, I like to be in the center of this type of commotion type of things.
Great.
At the same time, changing headdo and, eyebrows and facial. I think I'll go with a Fu Manchu this time and, a monk hair.
Okay. So you take the time to do that. Victor, you've rushed off, and you've, I will say that the white-skinned elf that you know as Anthro has gone with you, and a couple of others. You've got about three other drow with you that have ran and pushed out the door. They're pushing crew out the way. You guys are beelining straight to it exactly where you are, because you have a definite fact that you know what has happened. Before I finish off with that, yes, Nock, you and Mr. Turtle, you have you have a couple of seconds, but you definitely know that time is of the essence. There's going to be a bunch of people jumping on you, and it's splits notice.
I'm going to take the keys off the guards and unlock his cage. And I'm going to say, I'm going to make the knock sound and point at myself.
At the moment, Nessa is still gagged and bound.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
I was, okay. But yeah, did you unshackle him or just unlock the door?
I unlocked the door, so I guess if Knock can see she has time, I will unlock him. Otherwise, I don't want to be caught unlocking him. So I'm going to rush to unlock him after I give Mr. Turtle the keys for his cage.
Okay. I will say that in this moment, you managed to unbound and unshackle Nessa. I will say he's still gagged at the moment. He's still bound, but he is unchained from the wall. But Mr. Turtle, unfortunately, you probably won't have enough time to get to him just of yet. And I'll just cut back to Victor and the crew that he's with. Now, as you guys are running through the middle of the deck, you get to the downward stairs. Just before you get to the stairs below to head down to the bottom deck, you hear the sound of a giant horn signal coming from the top of the deck. And just as that happens, a giant 6-foot-long hook smashes through the center hull of the ship, wipes out a bunch of guards, hooks into the side of the ship, taking out a bunch of 3 different drowns. I need you to make a dex check real quick.
Check or save?
Save, sorry. Yeah, cool. Okay, 14. I'll say just so that you just managed to scathe out the way, missing and only getting hit by a bunch of splinters of wood. You only take probably about 5 damage, if that. But then you hear, as soon as that has happened, another hook comes from the rear end of the ship just when you've run. Mr. Viggs, where are you at this point?
Heading towards the sound, so I'm not sure if that's above me or below me.
That is which sound, the scream or the horn?
The scream sound.
Screams below. I'll say because you took your time, you're probably about halfway through. So you just see it more than anyone, but you see the rear end of the ship, another hook smash through the center of the hull, then elongate out and scratch onto the sides, almost as if it's like a spider-like claw formation. But you don't even deck save at all. You just see like a bunch of just wood and splinter and smash everywhere. Then you hear...
would enter stealth because this looks like it could be a interesting time with a 25.
Great. Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, and you're pretty fucking stealthy. I'd say you slinked away. There's a couple of barrels there, and you've managed to just, whatever your disguise is, just blend into darkness. On top of the head, you hear a bunch of shouts and screams. You hear clanging of metal and slashing of swords. You kind of get the idea that some shit is going down on top of the main deck as well. So you've got a choice now. You can continue heading up, you can head up, or you can head downstairs.
Down. I'd be going down because that's where the initial sound came from.
Okay, great.
So, yeah, down.
Fantastic. So you make your way down, and I assume, Victor, you're going to do the same thing.
I'll be going to check on my prisoner.
Yeah, as you've done the deck save. Fantastic. All right. As this has happened, I will say, Nessa, you've managed to get yourself with enough time to get unbound and unwind in front of Knock. So you're ungagged, you're unbound, and standing in front of you is Knock. Mr. Turtle, however, you're still in that goddamn cage.
So many keys, big fingers. Name is Boca. He's sort of like slowly like turning the keys, trying each one.
Damn.
Okay, great. As you're waiting on that to happen, feel free. You can move. I've got little things there, Victor. So if you move there, it'll transport you. It should to the lower deck.
Move where? I can't see anything.
Wait, where are you?
I'm still upstairs. Where are we?
Oh yeah.
I'll move to the stairs.
Actually, we were on the lowest deck, so you need to go up.
Hang on, I'll just
You just move
move
me.
you over there. Yeah. I'll move you over there.
Oh,
So,
yes.
so you guys arrive, probably Victor as well in tow with Antrell as well, this pallid skin elf. Right at the moment where you see the cage where that massive shell is open, swing open. And you see standing before you none other than Nessa, this halfling, and Nock as well.
Oh crap! Not him again. Really? Where's my stuff, by the way? Anyone know where my stuff is?
Oh,
Anybody?
Knock probably would know where their stuff is. You think?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
explained it at the start as well to the
Yeah.
just the left.
It is with the drow.
Yeah. So Knock just shrugs her shoulders because there's nothing she can do about that. But does if I have time, I will kneel and help the turtle figure out which key it is. And
The
and
cage
I'll
has
just-
just been swung open. I'll just
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Victor would just look at Nessa and just call out to him, "Where do you think you're going? Long way to swim."
Anywhere but near you. Nowhere near you. Hang on, can I swim? I don't know.
I would assume you know how to swim. Yeah.
So knock is it? What is your name?
Knock.
Knock. How do we get out of here?
Point up.
And just as you've pointed up, from there, crashing through the center of the ship, come 3 bandit-looking creatures, all dressed in typical pirate attire. You see a couple of different ones branding scimitars, another one with a pistol. They smash through the center of the console into the floors below, pointing weapons at every single one of you. I need everyone now to roll initiative.
Goddamn pirates. Initiative. Oh god, that was terrible.
Okay. Fantastic. Alrighty. So, the one that smashes down in the middle of the thing, they see all 3, they kind of get a scope of the thing, and they go, you hear one of them shout out, you'd be like, take no one alive, kill everyone! And they just jump down, and they're going to make a rush straight for probably you, the smallest one of the group, and one wearing, oh no, you're stealth, so you probably don't, I'll just do that. How are you? Hang on, I'll do a little symbol. Anyway, whereabouts are you, Figs, as well? Where would you be hiding to? So there's a bunch of barrels and stuff like that, bunch of crates. Would you just be standing out in the open?
I just kind of came downstairs and probably be right where, like I would have moved in, like over here, probably over here, and just like seeing everything going on and going, right.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Well, this one's going to make a complete beeline towards you, Mr. Victor. It's going to make a swing at you as well.
Sword's
with his
already
red gear.
drawn, shield out. I do not have my armor on, however. I did not put my armor on when I woke up, so I have reduced my AC.
Okay. Too busy.
So AC 14 at the moment.
Alrighty. So this. Oh no. For some reason, it's having technical difficulties now. Oh no, it's rolling. Okay, so. Great. It just said had a bit of an issue. All right. Anyway, does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay. I don't know why it's not doing me damage. Oh no, it's actually I am having technical difficulties. It's not rolling.
Okay.
Break. Want to take a break?
Yeah.
Work on
It's
it?
not rolling.
Reload it
Yeah,
on your end. Just do a reload. Which means we'll probably have to reload as
So-
well. But
You reload, we'll reload, and refuel our coffee mugs and stuff. So it's just,
Good time to take a break if you're having technological difficulties.
Absolutely.
I need to reboot me too. So
All right, chat. We're going to be back in a couple of minutes while we work out some technological difficulties, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back. Someone's obviously got a sense of humor. That is all pineapple. It's a hot dog crust with all pineapple. No meat. No sauce. Just pineapple and hot and the fact that it has a hot dog.
I'm in behind mute Blitz.
Wait, spectate me, spectate me, spectate me. I'm the best player on the planet. Where's the freaking staircase?
Spectate me, spectate me, spectate me. I'm the best player on the planet.
Shut
and
up,
where's
woman.
the
I
fucking
played
staircase?
I swear you smell like spoons. Alright, watch this. Oh, oh.
I swear you smell like spoons.
Just smell like.
I swear you smell like spoons.
I gotta clap that shot.
What the?
Final nerd.
How far away would you say it is, DM?
I would say probably within 40 or 50 feet of the road. Maybe 60
I put
feet.
my hand on Azalan's shoulders, and I speak in poetic form. Well, my friend, if you're gonna die, die with your boots on. And I give him bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. On me or on the roof?
Don't know.
Right here,
Don't think
Nice.
Dead, went straight down.
Yeah, that was 3 of them.
3 kills. Exclamation point sub hope in the chat for the resub too, guys.
Heaps.
Share and had a drink and stuff, and sort of thought, okay, let's go back to it and sort of have another look with the streaming PC. After fucking around with the streaming PC for like another hour, I realized I had not plugged in the cable for the CPU. Probably one of the most important cables you should plug in at the top of your motherboard. Little map.
Haddock, star jumps.
I'm sorry. I feel responsible. I'm sorry.
No, I think that was me. Like I fucked up. But that's fine. The financials.
Come yeah, for a bit. Wow. How did they even know it was there?
Hear that? He's underground. Clip that up too, Drax. He was underground. What do I want to be? Do I want to be a red rhinoceros or a green rhinoceros or a red monkey, an eagle? Let's
You
go.
big green rhinoceros, you
I'll
big.
go red. I'll be a red angry rhinoceros.
Purple
Appearance.
rhinoceros.
We'll go click.
Yeah.
We go to the table.
Would you?
Has-
Are you?
Has
Do you want a
Pekka
drink?
frozen again? Eyes crashed again. Oh no.
Feeble stib went boom. He will be back. He has to tinker in the bathroom.
Carlos,
And I do it because of you. Just remember that. The end.
Whoa, that was heavy.
I know, I just pulled that out of my butt.
That was pretty damn cool. Actually, the reason I came in here was very, very similar. I came to tell you that I
Stairs.
Excuse me.
Oh. Oh, what a... Oh!
Did you see that?
Dude, what a nade. I gotta
I'm
clip that up.
saving that, but did you see that?
Yeah, I clipped that, dude. That'll make it in. Oh, and then he goes in TKs.
Oh wow, nice.
Nice. Beautiful cat can trap. Look at this. There's a frost trap there as well. He just come. If he didn't get the freaking.
That to babies.
Oh wow.
Oh
shit.
Fiddlested is right, and this is not how you become heroes by running away. Typical goblin attitude.
No, I've got a bad feeling. I can't explain it.
Today is my birthday.
Oh right.
They grow bigger.
Oh yes. Oh shit.
Adok, you're a bard.
Clip
Sing
that,
us a song,
somebody.
my friend.
He's losing 10 HP per second, roughly. He's dead. What a they both died. No way.
Second, with all our.
Righty ho, chat. We're back. Wrong stream. Wrong screen. Let's go back to the right screen. Make sure we're on so we can see everyone. There we go. Now we're on the right scene. So welcome back, chat. We I think we've figured out what our issue was and have fixed it a bit. So we should. Cam's just got to go do the bathroom break, and we'll be getting back into it.
I reckon we do a poll now and vote on Cam's effectiveness as a DM. What do we reckon?
42.
Always 42. He's doing well. He's doing very well. Thoroughly enjoying the story so far.
Is it a story?
Clearly. Pirates, come on. It's about pirates, man.
Bad dog.
So Vix is a goblin with like a changing room montage going on.
Yes.
He's doing 17, Drax says. 69% of the audience say 42. There you go.
Of Queer Eye, he's getting a makeover constantly.
There's a reason. There is a reason.
He's doing his own version of Pink Eye. I mean, shit, Queer Eye.
No, nothing like that. It's just literally he doesn't want people to know what he really looks like.
Literally, he's a goblin and he hates himself.
Yes, he's got a goblin.
Goblin complex.
Yes, that's it.
Well, there you go. 17 out of 20 says Drax for Cam's performance so far. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay. All right. Sweet.
So,
okay.
As I took my 9 damage, your little swashbuckling doofer there, if this is going to roll, can take a hellish rebuke for his trouble. 2d10 fire damage. Here's the d10. Roll that. So he takes 7 fire damage back as a reaction.
Okay. Definitely does. Alrighty. As it gets emblazoned in hellish fire, hellspawn fire. What color is your hellspawn fire, by the way?
Red.
Oh,
red. It's fire. It's deep. It's a deep bloodish red.
Okay.
It's hellspawn fire.
Flame. you never know.
Exactly how you described it. Hellspawn fire. I mean, come on. Just erupting from my body. Probably from the shield, I would say.
Okay. Alrighty. Moving on. Nessa, you're up as you just see your captor engulf this swashbuckler in a bit of hellish fury and fire.
Decisions.
You currently have no weapons, no armor, but you are ungagged and you do have your hands free.
Oh, this feels so good. I'll leave him till last, I think. Or maybe first, I don't know yet. Anyway, I'm going to cast, when I get my character sheet up. Hello, character sheet. From the spellbook, Eldritch Blast.
Sick. You're going to do the thing.
I'm going to try. Did it work? Did it work?
Where at?
Wait, you're not a rogue?
Both.
That didn't work. Why didn't that work? I rolled the dice.
It did not work. It did not. What is going on?
I don't know. This.
Do you have it on public roll like I do?
I switched to public, yes.
Oh, it's because we don't have better rolls on anymore, so you'll have to open the spell and roll from inside.
Attack.
Yeah, roll from inside the spell, your actual spell.
Normal. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so it's not rolling from D&D Beyond anymore.
Most of us are using Foundry, I think.
I hit him. Now I do damage, yeah?
Which one? You hit that one? Yeah. It gets pushed 10 feet back. Is that correct? Have you got that one or no?
Hits the target and takes 10 D10 force damage. Doesn't say anything about being pushed back.
That's all right. Depends, because you can update depending on what side of blast you've got.
I don't think he has it on the sheet from memory. But you get 2 of those too, Trash.
I do?
Yeah.
All right. Another hit at him. And he hits.
Yeah.
Cool.
At your level, you get two darts with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, 1 damage. Okay. You will see as this completely seemingly defenseless halfling lets out a massive force as it hits this pirate in the back, sending a massive tumbling to the ground with a massive... You then see Antrel go, "Oh no, quickly, we have to arrest him! Fucking, he's dangerous!"
Oh my god, he's gone Scottish.
Yeah. No, that's not Scottish. I can't do Scottish. Alrighty. Is that all you choose to do with your... You still have movement? And you have a bonus action, I believe?
No, that's it.
That's it? You're not going to move? Alright.
Nope.
Okay, fantastic. Mr. Viggs, you are stealthily hiding in the shadows, probably behind a barrel somewhere. You can see that there's a bunch of people in combat at the moment. Whose side do you choose to defend? What do you do? Nothing.
Well, swashbucklers have shown up from nowhere, so I would stealthily move to here and then introduce this guy right here. Wait a minute, he doesn't want to highlight. There we go, that guy right there, to a psychic blade in the back.
Oh, shit, okay. With advantage, because you're flanking.
Indeed.
And stealth as well.
I mean, is he classed as an ally, though?
I don't know.
Am I an ally to this particular individual? I would say so. We're engaged in the same combat. So.
Dirty 20.
Fantastic. That definitely hits, yeah.
So he takes 6 points psychic, and once I get to the bloody little thingies,
stab attack,
sneak attack,
7 points sneak attack.
I fucking hate doing math, so I believe that's 13.
Something like that.
You would believe correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if that hasn't killed him, I would hit him with my offhand.
Okay, yeah, roll for your offhand.
With a nat 1. So that would be nothing.
Unfortunately. Just explain for me with your nat 1 how your offhand hit fails.
Well, no, I'd hit him with my fist instead of the dagger. And so, oh, shit.
And as you pierce the side of the flesh and you see a bit of blood starts to trickle out, this person in front of you doesn't look good at all. You can definitely tell that they're wincing in pain. They're sort of struggling to stand up at this very moment as well. But nonetheless, they are still ready to fight and still quite pissed off now, especially at you. Is that all you choose to do? That's no more movement.
Well,
Don't give me opportunity of attack.
Well, you wouldn't get an opportunity of attack anyway. Nimble escape. But I can't do that anyway because it's a bonus action. No, that's it. I'll just just like wave at the block.
Too easy. Bocker, now that you've revealed your name, you're up.
So Boker would just slowly stick his head out of the cage. He's like, would you characterize these new individuals as being at odds with our current situation, young bird? And he just sort of like slowly moves his head to one side and he raises his hand and he'll cast Chill Touch and he'll see this sort of wave of bone and fungus sort of rise up and down until it gets to the swashbuckler's head and latches to its face. Hopefully.
Holy shit. That's cool.
Alright. Hopefully it's cool. We'll see. Chill Touch. Ooh, I must target. Look at me knowing how to play D&D. Attack.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Where did the damage go?
Again, open the spell up, you'll see it there on your character sheet.
Damage. Normal damage. 14 necrotic damage to the face.
Oh my god. You watch as this chilled, mossy hand reaches out and goes straight for the head. You then see that as it starts to peel away bits of the flesh of the swashbuckler, little mushrooms and spores start to grow on the side of its face as well. As the swashbuckler is again trying to rip at it, just frantically ripping it off as it's rolling around on the floor. I'm going to say
just sort of slowly moves his head back to knock and he's like, just in case. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Luthan's seeing... There's a member at the top. He's seeing that a bunch of them are being... he's going to aim and run straight for... the bird of the crew, skipping past, jumping over a bunch of barrels. He's just going to make a quick dexterity check just to see if he actually manages to do so without falling over. And he does so with ease. He jumps over the barrel, and he's going to swing and bring his scimitar down on you, Nock.
Nock would like to react, please, with a shield.
The shield? It's a 21 hit.
I'm sure it probably does. My shield it's a reaction. It appears and protects you with a +5 bonus. So yes, it would still hit anyway. So
okay, that is mighty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, it does 2 damage. So your shield, as you proc it off, even though you're not able to stop the blade from fully sinking into your shoulder, you do manage to slow the momentum and force down, only just nicking and doing a slight graze into your dow feathers, drawing a tiny bit of blood.
You had me targeted as well, so just be as well.
I would like to use my reaction too. As he comes close to me within 10 feet, one of the mushrooms on Boker's back sort of explodes and blows a puff of stuff into his face. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay.
Puff, puff, pass.
Halo of spores.
He fails with a 7.
So he's going to take 1d4 of necrotic damage. 2 necrotic damage to his face. Oh wait, no, my bad. That's a d6, not a d4.
Roll the d6.
2 necrotic damage.
It was meant to be 2 necrotic mushroom damage.
And this mushroom explodes, and you see this bandit kind of trying to sift through the mist, as pulling the scimitar back, coughing and choking as the spores start to infest and go into his lungs, taking 2 internal damage. Okay. Well, that is the third one with the acid and the mushrooms growing up. It's going to use half its movement to stand up as it's managed to pluck whatever the mushrooms are off its face. And it's going to, as well, use its movement to jump on top of the cage and from a distance throw a dagger at you, the one Bocker, sorry.
Make sure you untarget the other players too, because you're targeting me as well, and it's triggering my reaction.
Okay, does a 17 hit with a dagger throw? It
does not.
It does not? No, okay. As a swashbuckler throws the dagger down, it bounces off your shell, just skidding off into the distance. Oh, wow, it hits everyone.
Yeah, because you got everyone targeted.
Oh, whoops. I need to fix this better rolls. Okay. And that's it. That's its turn. Doesn't do much. Kind of sits there and goes, holy shit, on top of the cage. But that's about it. All right, moving on next we have Nock. You're up.
All right. Nock will look at Boca and say, they want you alive. Me, wait, they want you alive. Me, not so much. In that Russian dark elf thing. And I will cast Ray of Frost on the swashbuckler right there. And I actually, no, I won't. It's 7.
Unfortunately, goes a little bit wide and smashes into the side of the hull.
Yeah, and the snow melts on the wall, and I just shrug my shoulders, and I, that is me.
Okay. Is that a range spell? I guess it's... Is that a range?
I do the cantrip, and it is a range, yes. Well, yeah, 60 feet.
Does that provoke opportunity of attack? I'm not entirely sure. There's a cantrip. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's something for me to look up next time. Yes. Move it on next. It does? Oh, well. I moved past it anyway. Yeah.
Unless you're a combat caster.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Oh, that's all right, Hub. Next time. Antra pushes past. Sorry?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Antra pushes past, joins into the fray, and joins into this formation on this swashbuckler, and brandishing his whip, actually, is going to go for a whip attack there. For a 20, that definitely hits. For a total of 7 damage, and then with the whip, as it pierces a chunk of flesh out of this swashbuckler's leg, it's going to turn around and then whip it back again using multi-attack. For a 12, which unfortunately misses, but cracks just over right next to the swashbuckler's ear, letting off a loud noise. And that is all this person does. Victor, you are up.
Right. Victor will attack this dude with his scimitar. And misses with an 8.
Unfortunately so.
Let's double check something here. I think... Do I get 2 attacks?
Yeah.
At level 7 for a fighter? Yeah, it should do.
Yeah.
Trying to think. It's been a while since I played a fighter. So he'll attack again. 14 to hit this time. And misses again by the looks of that.
Yes, unfortunately you do. Just going wide as this swashbuckler just seems to be a bit more nimble than you would expect, parrying off the first sword and then dodging out of the way for the second one.
Okay, as a bonus action, Victor will manifest his echo.
Cool.
And he'll manifest it about there, I think, which is roughly 30 feet.
Okay.
And that will be his turn.
you will see as this red tiefling manages to summon, and you watch as the shadows that are dancing and bouncing off the lights of the lanterns in this hull kind of amalgamate and join and form a complete replica of Victor, but just in an ethereal dark form, about 30 feet from him. Next up is this swashbuckler, completely surrounded. Jesus, it's gonna try its best to it's gonna use its dodge, disengage, and try and leave outwards. 20 and reposition.
Let's have a look at what reaction I've got, because I believe I have Sentinel.
You do. You absolutely do.
So I can still attack him, even if he's using disengage. From memory?
Yep.
That's better. So 21 to hit.
Yep.
6 slashing damage, which also reduces his movement speed to 0, so he cannot run away.
Okay. As you bring your sword down, you've actually managed to cleave off a bit of the calf, no longer completely reducing the speed at all, almost slicing the Achilles tendon. The swashbuckler in front of you is not looking good at all. Almost looks like the wind could blow and it would be the end of this person. Alrighty. But with that, we move on to
You are
Nessa.
not going anywhere, my friend.
Nessa, you'll go.
All right, still targeting the same pirate, whatever you want to call him. Going to cast that again, Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
And misses. Ouch. Fine, we'll go again.
And misses again.
Oh, wow.
And now that all that missed, we'll go to new features and we'll go there and throw it at him.
What are you gonna throw?
Dagger. Did that hit or miss?
What dagger? You don't have any weapons.
Yes, I do. I have psychic blades. Thank you.
Oh, true. Of course you do.
So that was a 9 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, too easy. And with the 9, and unfortunately with your psychic blade, unlike Mr. Viggs, it does not hit. The dagger, just before it actually hits a swashbuckler, for whatever reason, just seems to dissipate right at its face and go around the swashbuckler.
Oh, damn it. Now I'm going to have to reconcentrate all these. I hate being locked up. And that's it for me.
Okay. Viggs, you're up. You can see that this swashbuckler in front of you, having its calves sliced, is not going anywhere, and it's on the brink of death, bleeding furiously out on the floor below.
Well, because he's moved, I'm gonna be nice, and I'll move up again, so he's nice and close to me, and make this personal, and then I will attack him.
Go for it.
With a 11.
And unfortunately, it does not hit.
And I'll attack him with a... Ooh, that will hit. 22.
That definitely does hit. No need to roll for damage. Explain how you want to kill this person for the first death of the night.
Well, with my offhand, I'd go through, cut up and sever his main artery in his leg, and he just bleeds down and go, oh, perfect height for that. Got to remember that next time. Yeah, sure. Right. and I'd step away and go, thank Christ I don't have to worry about it, and throw the dagger to the ground, which would, all the blood and everything would just fall down there. And then it's just like, yes, very good, very good. Now, who's next? And I look around.
With that, Antral, hearing that, just says to you and says, little one, if you are on outside, please, you must restrain that halfling, and points over towards that one.
you realize how small I am, right?
It's halfling, same size.
Right.
And with that, Boka, sorry, it is your go.
So Boka looks up at the top of the cage and sees the person on top of it. And he slowly reaches into the back of his shell for the staff. And as he grabs it, he grabs some mistletoe and a shamrock leaf growing at the top. He sort of rubs that into the quarterstaff. He's like, "It's quite dangerous up there. You might find yourself falling off." And he sort of just jams the staff as he casts Shillelagh on his weapon and belts them in the face. One would hope. Shillelagh, where are you, Shillelagh? Attack. 18 to hit.
That's a definite hit.
And the damage is 9.
9 damage. Definitely. Oh, fuck. I did not mention that. Definitely a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, it does not knock this swashbuckler off. Still quite dexterous, but does stumble it back a little bit.
No worries. I think that is... That might be me. Wait, so if I use Shillelagh as a bonus action, does that include the attack?
I would say because you've attacked, because the Shillelagh, you just imbue your...
Yeah, so I think
weapon,
I've
right?
done everything I can do. So yeah, that'll be me. Very slow as I am anyway. That'll be my turn.
Okay. The bandit out in front will still make a go at you, Knock. Trying to hit with the scimitar. There's a 14 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Go for damage. For a total of 3 damage.
Okay.
Still with the remnants of that shield, just not managing to carve deep enough to deal substantial damage. But that is his go. Okay. Swashbuckler goes for you on top of the cage because you've just hit him. He's going to make 2 rapier attacks. Try and just stab through the cage, stab down at you. Boka. With a natural 20.
Yep, that'll do it.
For... My God, what's the damage thing? 1d8, so a total of 18 damage.
Yep.
And the bonus. Yeah, total of 18 damage. It does. Then does a second swing, trying to stab down again. Does 18 hit?
No.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, the 19. As it stabs down, another one of those mushrooms explode. I need a Constitution saving throw from the old swashbuckler.
Natural 1. I'm gonna double the damage on this one.
All right, so 2d6 of necrotic damage. Oh, 5.
Oh shit. Okay. You watch as one of these spores has managed to actually start growing and implanting itself into the eye socket of this swashbuckler in front of you. It's just popped out one of its eyes. As the swashbuckler is just again screaming on top of the cage.
No.
Okay. Knock, you're up.
As I see that, I mimic the screaming on the cage because I'm looking at this guy with a mushroom coming out of his eye. But I will then pull out the shiniest gem I have in my pack, and I would like to cast Insight Greed, which means I tried to roll it. there's the info. They need to make the two swashbucklers in front of me need to make wisdom saves, please.
Okay, first one is a 6. I'm gonna say that fails.
Yeah, they gotta be at 13.
Second one's a 14.
Ooh, okay. The one that failed is charmed.
Okay.
And it can only stare greedily at the gem in my hand. The other one, nothing happens. So.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I am basically distracting them, twirling this little gem in the palm of my hand, and that is me.
Okay, too easy. As a swashbuckler is screaming in pain and gripping onto its eye socket with the mushroom going out, and then just stops all of a sudden and sees this coin, and then it's just like following around like a bug to a light source. Alrighty. Entril is up. He is going to take the dash action and fuck, he can't because you're in the way. God damn it. Okay. He's only going to get to there. And that's him. That's all he can do. Alrighty. Victor, you're up.
So, what Victor is going to do is he is going to... no action required. His echo is going to move to there, which he can do just behind our little friend. And he is going to attack Nessa. Non-lethally.
Yep.
Bear in mind. But so his attacks come from me, but through the echo, I have to move up to there to make it work. But so the attacks target him, but they come through me. The 2 attacks with a scimitar. First attack misses.
Ooh. Nessa just manages to quickly dodge
second one misses as well with a natural 1. Damn.
Okay.
But as my bonus action, I'm going to action surge and go again.
Yeah, go for it. This poor little halfling.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Okay. Alrighty. So as roll for damage, and then you've got another attack as well. We'll just see what happens after that.
The 15 points of slashing damage.
Plus the max. So 6 plus, what did you roll?
What are we rolling here? So the 2d6 is 12. Yeah, that's the slashing damage from the scimitar. That's only...
Oh, so you've done max damage. Because you
Pretty
rolled
much.
2 6s. Holy crap.
I did, so I rolled max damage on the critical. So 15 slashing damage on that. And the second will be just a dirty 20.
And that definitely hits.
And that's normal damage at 9 points of slashing damage.
So Nessa, as you manage to dodge out of the way of this ethereal 2 blows, you duck left, you dodge right, and then as soon as you do, this shadow has managed to spin round, stab you in the stomach. But you're able to hold onto the sword ever so slightly, so it doesn't do lethal damage, but it's still enough to leave a mighty wound in your stomach, doing a total of a lot of damage. 24.
24 total, yeah. Not going for any vital organs.
Yeah. This shadow has expert aiming.
Cool.
Okay.
Now it is me.
The swashbuckler. So does it need to make a wisdom save to try and break the greed? The charm? Knock?
It does. No, I'll put up the info.
It gets a save at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah. So yeah. Gotta be a 13.
Still completely bemused, but yes, it's going to just try and break that and wisdom saving throw. 8 and does not. Still amused. Okay. Yeah. It's repeating exactly what you're saying. It's going shiny. All right, Nessa, you're up. You've managed to just barely survive an onslaught.
Muted trash.
Well, that's just rude, isn't it? Looks like I'll have to go against my better judgment and switch targets. That's one. So that, I'm attacking it.
That'll be at disadvantage because you're in melee, the ranged attack.
All right, then. All right, give me a sec. Disadvantage. Gee.
19, well done. That hits. We're going to check his stats. I'll see how much hit points it's got.
Normal. 9.
I think Exo has one.
It disappears. Only has one hit point. Yeah, it's got an AC of 17, but it's only got one hit point. But it does disappear with the hit of the Eldritch Blast.
And with that, the second attack for 18 on Victor himself.
That will hit. Because I'm only at 14 currently. 2 force damage.
A mighty 2.
A mighty 2. You will as a reaction, you will get an attack back. Unfortunately.
Oh, awesome!
As Hellish Rebuke kicks in. You will need to make a dex save. DC 11, so you're good. Only take half. You take half, so it's only 5 fire damage.
Oops, what was that? Stupid thing.
There you go, I did it for you.
Thank you.
All good. Yeah.
So.
Okay. So just a question. With stealth, can I do that as a bonus action?
You've got bonus action hide as a rogue, I believe.
Then yeah, I'd like.
If you can find some, as a rogue, you should as a bonus action, you're able to hide generally.
You got a couple of you got a couple of barrels around. You can move because you're with reasonable friendlies, so you've still got your movement. You can try and dart off and hide.
Yeah, something I'd like to do. Where do I have hide? Hide.
It's just part of it. It's just part of a bonus action. So you just, if you want to hide, you say so and you roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd I say it? There was here somewhere. Oh my god, this is annoying. Effects, attributes. There, stealth. That one. Normal.
Oh, nat 20.
Whoa!
Damn.
Okay.
He is well hidden.
I will say that. Yeah, I will make yourself. I don't know if you can make yourself stealthed. But I might just feel free to message me privately. But I'm going to toggle your visibility state, and you're just going to disappear from plain sight right now. So just private message me where you'd like to go, because I know your movement speed, and just for that. But yeah, you will watch almost weirdly a bunch. It's a seemingly out of nowhere. Dark clouds emanate out from Nessa. And then as these clouds come and then dissipate, he is no longer there, gone.
As a reaction, I say, cool.
And Victor just swears. Son of a bitch.
Bilka, you're up.
Isn't it? Oh, did Vix
no,
have
it's
that
Vix.
turn?
No, it is Vix. My bad.
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
You are muted, Mr. Big
So, right. Looking at the enemies that are there, I dare say I'm going to attack this one because he looks the most fucked up. And I'm going to just... You'll see, like, 2 daggers appear in my hand, and they kind of look like a boomerang type dagger shape. And I'm just going to throw them at him. First one is 20 to hit.
Yep.
With 8 points of psychic on that sucker. And then the
shit.
other one is 14 to hit.
14, unfortunately, just misses. Just.
Right, so yeah, it just kind of swings off to the side. It's like, why is it always the offhand? Oh well.
Alrighty. Anything you'd like to do before I move on? Still have your movement? Nope.
Yeah, I'll probably because why the hell did I just target myself? I'd move up here. I'd slowly climb up these barrels so I'd get a better vantage point, and
I'll
just stand there and go. Oh.
And as you look around, you see the one that you hit is, again, like it has a mushroom growing out. It's still charmed, looking at a coin, but it is almost about to die. Boka, you're up.
So as the blood sort of starts to seep around where he's been hit, you see it sort of like start to suck into the fungus on his back as the mushrooms start sort of pulsing, like almost like dancing. And I'm going to use symbiotic entity, which will give me 28 temporary hit points and make me do a little bit more damage as I sort of grab the staff and then belt him in the head again. Like, stop that! And I'm going to belt him with my offhand. So standard roll, damage, normal.
Oh my god! Another natural 20. Feel free to explain to folks at home just exactly what happens.
20's all over the place.
As you completely finish off whatever is remaining of this swashbuckler.
So he's not even looking at the swashbuckler at the moment. He's sort of concentrating on like having the blood evaporate into the mushrooms, and he just sort of like lifts it up and smacks him in the head, and the spore in the eye just sort of explodes and then starts to take the rest of the head with it, and it just slowly sort of collapses as the fungus sort of takes hold of this swashbuckler.
You guys are really messed up.
You're welcome. Anytime. It's fine.
Ulix's head fucking explodes from this very slow but dangerous, very dangerous turtle.
And he's just like, that's better. And he sort of puts the quarterstaff, like dumps it on the ground, and he sort of relaxes a little bit.
A bit of
and that'll be my turn.
As that happens, a bit of blood and remnants of shower of spores also rain down from below, covering you in your shell, and a little bit get on you and knock onto your down, your feathers.
Good time.
The bandit looking around, seeing what happens, is like, fuck this, I'm out. And he takes a dash action, disengage, and will use his movement to go here and seemingly trying to make a break for it. Okay, Knock, you're up.
Knock will cast mage armor on herself. And I am looking around for the little halfling, and I don't see him. So I will move back to here to be safe from further damage. And that is all Knock's going to do if she shakes the blood off her feathers.
You were here, correct?
Yeah.
You will take an opportunity of attack.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, still got his whip out though. So for some reason, and it's not working. Great.
Oh no.
Oh, there. No, it's working now. For a natural 1.
Jeez, man.
Yay for me!
Bloody drow, man. Stupid.
I will say,
As I run, I'm gonna say in Victor's place, "Son of beach," as I run away from him.
also as Anthro whips out his whip, the little barbed silver end, it gets stuck into the side of the wall, and he loses grip as it dangles to the floor. He no longer has his whip. There is a whip stuck to the floor though, so the wall. All right, is that all you choose to do, Nock?
That is all for Nock.
Okay. Antrell, seeming goes around, screams out to you and says, "Do not move. You are under the rest of the Kryn." Jumps off the barrels and seemingly charges for you. Still has his action and will take a swing, a non-lethal swing using a scimitar for a 17.
Ooh, I would like to use my. It says I can make a projected ward, which will take 16 hit points, like absorption kind of thing. My arcane ward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I know what that is.
Yep.
So easy.
So because I used my mage armor, so.
We'll take total of 8. So
Right.
absolutely none. Again, almost like an ethereal protection, a slither thin veil just glances off, and you take absolutely 0 damage as he makes a hit. But with that, he turns around to you, Victor, and he screams, "Do not worry about me. Please find the halfling. I have got this. Come here, you little shit." And he looks at you. Okay. All right, Victor.
Victor will definitely move to roughly the last known location of the bloody halfling, and just sort of be looking around trying to find him. Like, he'd be actively looking for him.
Yeah, great.
Not
Fantastic.
even worried about the swashbuckler he's run off. He will say to Boca as he gets close, "Do not interfere, and you will not be harmed."
You can reply if you want, Boca. It's cool.
Okay.
And yeah, as part of my action, I literally will be looking for Nessa. So do you want an investigation for that?
Yes. Yeah.
This will be terrible. 17. That's not bad.
17.
I still don't think it beats his natural 20 on his stealth.
No,
so.
Unfortunately not. No, yeah. But as looking around, from what you can tell, there seems to be no signs, no trail of blood. You do know that he was heavily injured. He was bloody, but you can't seem to find a trace.
Not much else I can do
as of yet.
Yeah, I just tell Antral that little shit is hiding in here somewhere.
Okay, Nessa, it is up to you. I have no idea where you wanted to go because you didn't tell me, but you're muted.
No, that's fine. Now, one of my abilities, Psychic Link.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it says an action. Will that disengage my hiding?
No.
Cool. So, according to what it says, I can have up to 2 or 3?
Yeah. I mean, if you attack someone or try and do a spell or anything like that, it'll, yeah.
No, so it's, where is it? Features there. Sonic Whispers, up to 3 creatures.
Nope.
So the first one will be to Knock.
Mm-hmm.
The second one to Victor, because I want to taunt the bastard. And the other one to Boca. So basically it's a telepathic link. I can talk to them, they can talk to me.
Feel free to talk.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going around the top of, avoiding the The captain, is it? Swashbuckler captain, or wherever
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. So
I'm going, working my way out.
if you haven't moved from where you are and you've just stealthed,
Yeah.
you had your movement. I will still need you required to do another stealth check because you're going to need to move over some barrels and things like that.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Not. Where stealth go? Stealth. Oh, back here. Okay. Closing eyes.
Oh,
damn, man.
Damn,
rogues, bro. Rogues.
Let me have a look at everyone's passives real quick.
No.
And
Even if I'm
if
I'm actively looking for him, even with a 17, I still don't see him.
Okay. All right. I'll put you relatively over here. Okay. You're about at the halfway point, just to give you some reference if you can't see what's going on.
And with that, I tell Victor, so close, Victor, so close.
Victor would chuckle back and just say, "What you want before? Do it again."
It's on. And that's it.
Okay. Viggs, it's now your turn.
Viggs would go to talking basically to the white dude, going, so why are you attacking the bird?
You will hear back and be like, this little bird has helped a captive of the Kryn. Therefore, they are traitor and enemy.
Right. So, okay. I got down here the same time you did. And when I got down here, Boca was free. The swashbucklers showed up and the other dude was free and Nock was here. And she works on the ship. So where's your evidence of her being involved in releasing the halfling?
He turns around and he's like, I do not have time to play with your mind games. You shut up or I will come for you next.
I'm just saying, like, you have no authority to attack her. So, like, you know, you might want to back off.
Can I have a reaction and go, interfere? Wait, and Victor's like, interfere.
I'll just halt for shits and gigs. I'll just halt combat for now, out of order. Because I say we're kind of stuck in the middle. Okay, that's fine. I still got a sword brandished at you. And Antrell says, but you are all under suspicion, no? This is suspicious activity. Therefore, you are to be arrested, questioned, and detained.
Last time I checked, this ship wasn't yours, so you have no authority on this ship.
Oh, little goblin, you will find that is not entirely the case.
It is the case. The only guy that's actually got the authority is the captain.
Who is working for us.
No, you've booked passage.
No, you're quite wrong.
No,
he works for us.
No, that's where you're wrong. You've booked passage.
No, we pay him. He works for us.
Put your swords down. Go on, boys. You hurt yourselves.
Can I offer you all a mushroom in this troubled time we find ourselves in? It'll mellow you all out a little.
I'm not going to touch your mushrooms. I've seen what your mushrooms do. You keep your mushrooms to yourself, dude.
That is fair.
Just out of curiosity, how is the ship faring? Because we've obviously been attacked by pirates, and they've harpooned the damn ship. Are we taking on water right now?
Not yet. Not from where it is because of the layers and the levels. So if it were to do this level, absolutely. But now that it's you can still hear battle and remnants up the top, of course. But no, any bits of water might be splashes, be very little.
Okay.
But if this level here were to get damaged, you definitely would.
So I'm thinking.
I'm still looking for the halfling. So
we go deal with whatever the hell is going on upstairs.
Hey,
before you
Victor. Hey, Victor. I think I went the other way. Or was it this way?
It's best to keep your mouth shut.
As this, you see the bandit over here trip over a barrel as he's like trying to beeline and make it for the next level up the stairs as well. It's up to you guys. I'll give you guys a reaction, as well, especially you, Viggs, if you choose to do anything.
Viggs is probably the only one that's close enough to do something.
Yeah, because he's in range of me, I'm going to throw... Damn, I just went straight for damage.
That works for me.
13 to hit.
That definitely does hit.
All right, so we'll go with the damage 9. And because I'm just going to read this first, I'm going to actually spend one of my psychic dies and up the damage just a little bit more.
I would just let you know, 9 is enough to
okay. Okay, so yeah, I just like throw the dagger, turn around quickly, throw the dagger at him. And
without
then
even, yeah.
And then just like, okay, so let's deal with these fuckers before we deal with anything else. All right?
Just like a masterful throw, without even looking back. You just
pretty sure you just dealt with him.
You watch as just that the bandit and the dagger has been wedged in between the bandit and stuck into the barrel that he's trying to get through, and he just slumps dead onto the ground.
Bit of a lively one, ain't ya?
Andrew at the first looks at you, Nock, and says, and turns around to Boker as well, and you, Vix, and says, if it is true, and what you say has some merit, I will let you know that the captive that I have had will be in grave danger to you all. Please, if you are not working for him, then help me right now find him, and it will cure my suspicions of you.
I'm assuming I can hear all this because I'm not exactly out, am I?
Well, it depends if you want to move. If you want to keep moving, I wouldn't say you're in barrels anymore. You're just on the ship, but you can. But every time you need to move, you still need to make a stealth check because you can make noise.
Because did I hear that conversation just then?
Yes.
So in Nock's head, he's lying. I don't kill friends.
You say he is dangerous?
No, not dangerous.
Surely only half dangerous.
Who are you calling half?
Size does not make everything. Little man make big trouble.
I agree with that.
Oh, writing that down.
I agree with that. I'm pretty small, and yeah, I can. Yeah, size doesn't matter when it comes to death.
I have tracked this little shit for many months. Seems I must track him again.
Maybe tomorrow.
You will not get far, Nessa.
All right, so I'm going to try to move out again.
Yeah, great. Another stealth as you step. You've done well so far.
You watch, it'll fail now.
12! Okay. I will say, okay. Yep, so, I will do this.
Do you want me to roll another active? Because I'm still actively searching for him.
Absolutely.
Want me to roll another investigation?
Yeah. Feel free to move your full movement speed, but there's a couple of people that have spotted where you are.
No.
But
not me.
Everyone besides Victor.
Not me.
Towards where, Viggs, Boker, and Nock, you can tell that you see a little halfling step out towards a barrel and make a little bit of a noise as you see just the flash of this seemingly almost naked halfling that has also been injured towards the end of the boat, reaching towards the steps to go up another level.
I can see the halfling.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the exact same thing that Trashy did and invoke psychic whispers, will be to knock Boca and what's his face? And in that, you'll hear. So for the next 4 hours, I can talk to him up to a mile away.
I forgot to do that. Damn it.
Yeah. They'll hear in their head saying, "What did you do?"
What do you mean? What did I do? I did something they didn't like, and they just want to. I don't know what they want to do to me. Ask them. Oh, hang on, Victor. What did you want to do to me? Hello, Victor. Victor.
Nock is pointing in boxes at the other
I,
guy.
you have a bounty on your head. That's I'm not entirely sure what you did. DM didn't tell me that, but you have a sizable bounty on your head.
Oh, okay. I thought I did tell you, but yeah, you know what he did.
I do? What did he do?
Yeah.
I forget.
So you would know that he is suspected for working on behalf of the Dwindling Empire,
yes, you
and
told
he
me
was
that,
a part of. He was found asking about a beacon of light around a recent raid on a village that was burnt and destroyed to the ground.
I swear that wasn't me. Can't we come to an arrangement? I mean, please, maybe? What's my bounty at, by the way?
More than you can afford to pay.
Oh, who's got my things? Anyone see my things? I said,
would you like your things back, Nissa?
Please?
Then come out and play. We'll give it back.
No, I don't want to play. You hurt.
I promise not to kill you.
But the only one not having this mental link is Antrell, who still has his sword pointing there. He's looking around going, "What the absolute fuck are we doing? There is a fight on top of the deck. You're all sitting there doing nothing. There was a very dangerous halfling. What is happening?"
Victor would give him a side eye, like he's probably never seen Antrell this animated, and kind of weirded out by it. Halfling still on board. Did not get far.
Right, well,
that's what you think.
He looks at you, Nock, and says, "Right, well, you bird, if you know every knock of this ship, you will come with me, and you will help me find this halfling. As of now. Quickly, move, everyone, upstairs."
So I'm going to move to one of these doors. These doors are all closed, aren't they?
Yep.
God, crap.
May Nock cast a spell as she hears this? I would like to cast, hopefully it'll work, Jim's Glowing Coin, which a coin falls out onto the ground and clatters. It lights up as if under the effects of a light spell. And creature within my choice of 30 feet must succeed on a wisdom save or be distracted, disadvantage on perception and initiative rolls. So perception checks, initiative rolls. So a wisdom of 13 is what they got to beat. And that would be for and that bad guy in front of me.
Okay.
And Troll.
So 25, because also Elven Fae ancestry. And notices that you have
just dropped a coin and probably shit. Son of beach.
Somatic and material. So you have uttered.
Yeah.
You've uttered a spell. I'm just gonna make a quick.
No, I'm totally caught. I feel like I'm totally caught.
Yeah. With that, Antrell is going to turn around and going to actually grasp you and put you in a sleeper hold. So I need you to make either an athletics or dex check.
Okay. There we go. 16.
Okay. A 9. All right. Yeah. You managed to slither out. As it has happened, you hear Victor Antro call out to you and says, "This bird needs to be put down. It is trying to cast me, and it's working for the halfling. I assure you, assist me."
You shut up. You be quiet.
At this point, Victor would turn around and say, "Leave bird. Halfling's more important. You should know this." And he would, he's gonna not assist him, and Victor's gonna head for the door, knowing that Nessa's gonna try and escape.
Sure.
And I'm heading to the stairs or wherever they are.
Yeah. Just keep moving to the stairs. They're right there.
Ah, cool. Stealth check again.
Yeah. As you walk upstairs.
All right.
11.
I'm getting lower. Awesome.
My passive's not high enough to notice it passively.
But you're still actively trying to find him, yeah? Yeah, so you can
want me to roll another investigation?
Yeah. And that'll be that before you make it upstairs. No. Okay, yeah,
No,
no.
not again.
All right, cool. All right, sweet. So yeah, you make it upstairs. I'll just put you up there.
I mean, Victor's definitely heading in that direction, knowing that he's going to be trying to escape. So the only way to escape is to head up to the top deck and maybe attempt to swim. So that's where Victor will be heading.
I'm going to look at the albino dude and go, "You have a very special level of insanity, don't you?"
He turns around. He's at that remark. And he hisses. He looks at you, Nock, puts away his sword for now, and he bolts off, hearing Victor's words.
So where I am now, those baddies there that I see, or they guards or something?
They are. Sorry. They are at the moment guards.
Okay. I'd like to. I've got movement on me. Cool. I want to note there. Into there. And cast disguise self to look like one of the guards.
Okay, sure. Alrighty. No worries. As you do that, just because you guys are on different levels, is there anything that you guys want to do down on the floor? You guys, Victor has ran off, as well as seemingly Nessa's gone as of met, and Antrell has disappeared upstairs as well.
This point of reference, are you able to cast that without your focus and without your components?
Yes. It's visual somatic.
Nice. Couldn't remember. I was pretty sure you had a few things up your sleeve that you could do. Well done. Well done.
So I just need to roll, don't I, for that, or?
Well, no, I don't think so.
No, yeah, it's for people to try and see through your disguise. They roll against you. Yeah.
Yep. Investigation versus my spell save. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, just for the people down at the bottom. Sorry, everyone's left up. You can still hear clanging and fighting down below. What do you choose to do? Nock, I will say that you know down here there's something particular. There's something else as well that is on your agenda too.
Oh, did Yonti forget and Nock knows, or is Nock?
I think so.
I mean, does it have to do with a thing I have in my inventory?
Yes, yeah.
I thought I couldn't use it on the boat. Was I
You
mistaken?
can't, but you need to do something first. That's fine. If you don't remember, you don't remember.
I mean, you can message me. But while that happens, I will make sure that Boca is up and okay, and I will give a thumbs up to Viggs.
Point of reference to DM, 10 minutes will wind it up to. Nutty's working late now, so I've got to get up early.
Nock will look for said thing I'm supposed to look for.
Okay, too easy. All right.
Should we move on? I foresee violence in our futures.
Yeah, violence is fun. Let's go to have some fun.
All right, cool.
And
Okay.
Victor will spend his time, like, or not really chasing, but looking for Nessa and doffing his armor as he went past the sleeping quarters.
There's something just for you guys. There's something I need to. I'll jump to you in it, guys, in a second on the 7th floor. 'Cause something else has happened.
Yep.
But all right. So Viggs, Nock, and Boka, you guys head on to the top floor, or just before I cut up?
Yeah, I'll be heading up.
Okay. So you make your way upstairs, as well as Boka. What about you, Nock?
Nock will do what I have to do and follow him up as quickly as possible.
Okay. After you've done what you need to do.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So Boka, as you're making your way up to the stairs, and probably Viggs as well. Oh, it's just your passive. Are you looking around as you're going up? Are you curious as to what these other two are doing at all? Or not really?
Who? Me?
You.
Curious
Yes.
about them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. 'Cause-
Okay, sweet. Just make a little perception check for me.
Okay, I can do that. Where's that? Right there.
As you're making your way up, just to see if you
17.
Okay, it's a high possibility. And Boka as well. You see that as you and Vic start to head up the stairs, there's inlaid into the hull to the side of these boats, there's 4 sets of crystals. Now, these crystals are glowing in an ethereal blue and green sort of mist, giving a pulsating light, as you can see down here. You watch as you're heading towards there, Nock walk over to one of these crystals and starts seemingly inspecting it.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do.
Did you do anything?
No.
Inspect and sneaky snatch the crystal.
Oh, you're just gonna take a crystal? Okay. Okay.
Wait, I'm not supposed to take it. I'm gonna
No,
inspect
if
it.
that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to do, whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? It's inspect or take.
Ooh. Take.
Okay. All right. As you reach out to these crystals that are glowing blue and green, you reach and it's etched into the hull. Boka, you see, and Viggs as well, you probably get a glimpse just as you're heading up. It's up to you whether you stop and wait, but you see as Nock reaches out and grabs one of these inlaid crystals, which seem to be somewhat it seems like they're there for a certain reason. And you watch as Nock is pulling with all her might on one of these crystals. Can you give me a strength check for me, Nock? Just real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's not a high DC, don't worry. Oh, fuck's sake.
4.
Wow.
I put my talons, my feet up against the wall, like as I'm pulling.
And you see as Nock is just stuck, like etched onto this crystal, like all her might trying to push off, and it's not budging.
Son of beach!
I believe our feathered friend is having some difficulties.
Yes. I don't know if I want to go over there and help her or not.
Interfere, size doesn't matter.
I guess she wants help. Screw it. Go over there and help.
Great, cool, fantastic. With advantage, or both of you roll. Yeah, either one.
Big roll. I'm not gonna. I'll watch it before. Oh.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. With the two of you combined, trying to get this crystal off, you manage to slowly, it comes loose. Viggs, you grab out one of your, your ethereal daggers and you use it as a leverage to wedge in between the wall and the crystal, and you slowly pry and knock it forward. And as it does, this crystal bounces onto the floor below, shattering. And as it does, it changes from a green-blue mist into red, and swirling, seeping into the wood. The other lights around here that are pulsating, they start to shimmer and statically glow. They then start to change from greeny blue into an amber yellow red as this has happened.
I then look at Nog and go, by the way, what the fuck did I just help you do?
Uh-oh.
And as you say, uh-oh, the crystals on either side explode, a huge happen, and then you start to see as water starts rushing into the ship down below.
Well,
flooding.
Fuck.
You probably know that this whole thing is going to become covered in water within the next couple of seconds. Burka, you start to see like floods and floods of water just rush in, start to lap up to the sides of your feet as well as this is happening. And as that has happened, I'm going to cut to back up the top to Victor. As you get to the top of the stairs, you see that the guards and the bandits have surrounded the small militia of Drow in a circle. Something seems off. And the moment that you get up to the top of the stairs, you then also hear another explosion, bang, from underneath. As that happens.
Rocked the whole boat, like the explosions are big enough to sort of shake the boat.
Yes.
Strength check, dex check to stay on my feet, perhaps?
Up to you. Yeah.
I'll probably make it dex. Saving throw or check?
Saving throw.
30-20.
You definitely have got sea legs. This is not your first time on a ship. You managed to stable yourself as the boat rocks backwards and forwards, but you kind of feel as if the buoyancy of the boat starts to drop a little bit.
That's what I mean. Did the explosion like jolt the ship enough to knock me over? Which is what I was making the save for,
Yeah. But you've managed to stave it off and still have your sea legs grabbing onto something instead of falling over. The rest of the crew in the circle, the bandits and guards that are circling the drow, they unfortunately don't fear as much, and a couple of them topple to the ground. The drow managing in this moment then step up, picking up a couple of swords that are on the ground, managing to untie themselves. They almost as if they get into a formation, back-to-back formation, ready to fight both the guards and these pirates that have jumped on board the ship.
Okay, in that case then, I would probably move myself behind this guy and attempt to grab him from behind in a chokehold.
Cool. Alrighty, how'd you do? Just a strength check, whatever you would like.
18.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. For all intents and purposes, just for expediency's sake, I would definitely say that...
just want to choke him out, basically, while they're distracted.
His grass. Yeah. You managed to jump on this one. You see that Antrell following behind, sees you jump on that, and rushes over to help his friends in this section as well, kicking one of them in the face. Are you staying where you are, Trashy? You're there? Great, fantastic. So that's what's happened. Antrell brandishes his sword, looks at both the guards that he's paid passage with, and goes into a formation with his other drow. He looks at you and he says, "What is happening? What is going on? This is not what I paid for." Cutting back to you guys on the bottom floor. Water is quickly filling in. You've got a couple of seconds.
I'd be getting the fuck out of there as soon as the water started coming.
Sweet. All right. So as soon as, and I assume you guys do the same. You guys make it up to the top. And you see Victor, what you see at the side is Victor choking out one of the guards. You see a military formation of Antrell and the Drow have picked up and branched swords against both the guards and the bandits. Nock and Boka, unless you just decide to do something else, I take it you're following along as well?
Yes. Do I think that these crystals have been disabled because they're red now?
If you think that's what you think, then that's what you think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll go upstairs and look for the halfling.
And you see Sorry?
This is not the mushrooms I fear. I think we're about to go under.
All right. And with that, because I think we've hit our mark, is where I'm going to leave it. Just with that. It almost seems as if there's a betrayal amongst the
Double
bandits.
cross.
And double cross. That's it.
Pirates, man.
And you
all they want is gold.
You three have entered to witness this and Victor choking someone out. And that's what we'll call it. We'll call it there.
Yeah, sorry guys, I got to end it a little bit early because I have I got to get up early with the kid because Nutty's decided she's going to stay at work a bit longer. So we can still go around and do our favourite moments. If you want to do that, Cam, you can pick and choose who goes what, when, how, why, and we'll do that before we finish up.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to make you guys like absolutely fucking say that. Like, it's completely up to you. I feel like we'll do it cool. Like, if you guys don't feel like saying anything, you don't have to. But anything, I'll start with any moments that you guys enjoyed. You can go around. Anyone can say whatever. We're grown-ups. And any moments you thought you didn't enjoy as much, please do let me know.
I enjoyed the mushrooms. I thought they were very lovely, especially when they eroded someone's eyeballs.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty fucking cool. Big. I'm gonna say it. Fucking GG's, Cam. Well done, dude. I know you were freaking out.
Very good.
About the whole thing and whether it was going to be a good enough story or whether people would be entertained. Looking at the numbers that we've had most of the night, people are entertained. So you got nothing to worry about, dude. Seriously.
It's hella good.
Yeah,
cool. I love that you're a DM who's standing because I love that bit where you were like moving away from the camera, and I'm like, you couldn't do that if you were sitting, but you're like, I'm gonna move slowly away from you, weird goblin person.
Are you not entertained?
Cheers, guys. Definitely a bit of a first-time fright for me. So apologies if it wasn't clear all the time.
The nerves were definitely visible. You could see that you were nervous, but that's understandable. But yeah, like I said, dude, we obviously threw some shit at you weren't expecting, and you handled it very well.
It went nowhere. Like, we should have been
be
elsewhere
nervous.
by
Be
now.
very nervous because next week we're gonna fucking throw you somewhere else. So yeah.
This is what players do, man. You guys don't. You should know this. You guys did it to me so many times.
You handle it so much better. I was like, this is going nothing like how I wanted. Nothing. I was like, we're not on track whatsoever.
I am so sorry. I forgot what I was supposed to do downstairs.
It's like, I was sitting there going, I don't have another, like, if that doesn't happen, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hey, improv is the best RP in my opinion. So I think you did exceptionally well. I think everyone did well. Another good session.
Yeah, it was spectacular, and the characters, like, everyone's so unique, and I think maybe that's might have thrown you off a bit, but I think you did amazing. Like, we're all so distinct, and we've got our own motivations, and we're sort of like tugging at the story from our own angles, and you did great.
And most of us don't like each other right now, so it's great.
That's bloody soul knives in the campaign. Damn.
It's good. You guys pump out some damage. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's a fun class.
Indeed. Anyway, guys, we're definitely gonna call it there. As I said, I do have to take off a little bit earlier this evening. IRL stuff. Got to look after the kid. Got to get up early. All that fun stuff. But we'll be back here on where we are. We're Wednesday. We're back here tomorrow doing some more map stuff. I think we're moving into we're doing the Werewolf Den from Curse of Strahd. We're up to that. And then I'm not here Friday or Saturday home game at Baz's place. I'll be down there, but back here Sunday for Vampire the Masquerade. See you then, or tomorrow or not. You'll either be here or you won't. It'll be fun times. And we are going to raid, however. I don't know who we're going to raid. We have been raided, so we should do the same in return. What's up, Drax?
I just can't wait till I get to the part where the module actually starts. 'Cause it's just easy. It's just like, I just follow the guideline.
Yeah, have fun with that.
We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Mr. Era. He's started. We're gonna raid him. We'll do that. Give me a second. right. Raiders up. We go team. We will catch you guys tomorrow night doing some map stuff, and then back on Sunday. Until then, take care, have fun, and catch you later.